Now looking at scripts as another pre-production document. So a script is, in this case, a written document, so our first real written document, as opposed to a visual one. So we haven't got any nice pictures in a script, it's all just text. And a script will specify the actions, expressions and dialogue for a moving image or audio product. So for a video, a film, for a radio advert, and so on. So they're different to a normal story. So of course a normal book is not a script necessarily. So to become a script we have to follow certain conventions, even down to formatting, like the actual font being used is often Courier New. So the font looks very, very similar, it's just a kind of convention over time. But also the layout, so having, for example, the scene details in capital letters, the character names in capital letters, the actual dialogue outside of quote marks, like you might see in a book, the actual dialogue is indented across. So these are the kind of conventions which make a script and not just a story written on paper. So scripts should be providing speech and direction for actors. So actors not only know what to say, but also how they should say it and what they should be doing while they're speaking, for example. A script should also identify locations, like the set, where exactly is this scene being filmed, and what is the scene being called, and so on. And also generally they should tell the story of your product, of your audio or your video. And scripts are really useful for pitching ideas to clients, right? If you go and just give a waffly idea to a client, they may not be particularly impressed. But if you've got a script ready to go, they know exactly what your product is going to look like and be like, and so it's much easier to persuade somebody to accept your idea if you've got a nice finished script. And moving on to the actual content of scripts, so like storyboards we have technical details being specified, like the shot type, so is it a long shot, is it a mid-range shot, is it a close-up, also camera movements, is it using a track and dolly, is it a zoom shot, is it a tilt shot, and so on. So the script might specify this. Also we can break it apart further into other aspects. We have the scene location being specified, really important, often in capital letters. We also have general direction. So direction means, what is happening. So here, Cat knocks on Ronnie's door. That's a direction which is not speech, but needs to be made clear to the actors and the director. We have also sounds being made clear. So here it's not super clear, but for example, the knocking is a sound, which again is not speech, but does need to be communicated. The dialogue is the conversation, is the speech the actors will be saying to each other. And often the script writer will include quite specific details about things like the intonation being your tone. Are you rising your pitch? Are you lowering the pitch? Maybe if you're asking a question, you'll increase your intonation so it goes up in pitch. How loud are the characters saying it? If it's an angry scene, they should be doing it loud, but it may not be clear just on paper. And also the emotion, are they crying? Are they happy? This is not necessarily obvious from just the dialogue itself, but there'll be directions added often just above the dialogue saying exactly how the scriptwriter wants it to be said. So a script isn't just a conversation on paper, it's a very clear technical document which has lots of details about how exactly the dialogue should be being said.